We all know how much it sucks to be bailed on by a guy, especially if he's someone who you're interested in romantically. Unfortunately, this kind of thing happens more than I'd like to admit, which is why knowing what to say to a man when he does flake on you will make all the difference in the world. Hey ladies, my name is Amy North. I'm a relationship coach from Vancouver, Canada, and author of The Devotion System, a program designed to help women find and lock down love. And today I want to share with you a line that will get you far when it comes to getting a man to spend more time with you, especially in situations where he casually changes his plans. Before I share this with you, I'd like to quickly ask that if you find this video at all helpful, then please share it with your girlfriends and don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. Your friends will not only appreciate you sharing this insight with them, but I too will appreciate the support. So now that that's out the way, let's talk about how to pull him back in when he tries to stray. To set the scene here, let's pretend that you have dinner plans with a man. For the sake of this scenario, we'll call that man Dave. And let's say just hours before you're meant to meet up with Dave, he shoots you a message or call saying that something came up and he can't make it. Now, how I see it, you have two options here. The first is to get pissed off or upset and to tell Dave that you think he's a selfish jerk who has no consideration for anyone but himself. Okay, maybe that's a bit extreme, but what I mean here is letting him know that you're clearly annoyed by his flakiness. For instance, maybe you give him attitude or make it known that you're not impressed by being short with him, sulking, or speaking in a flat, dry tone. You know what I'm talking about. On the other hand, and this is most definitely the better option of the two, you can play it cool and let Dave know that you're totally fine and you'll catch him another time. Of course, this is easier said than done, especially if you were really looking forward to spending time with him and you are genuinely upset that he's bailing. But letting him see that negative side of you will do you no favors in the long run. Instead, you want him to feel as though he's the one missing out by bailing on you. So, if the guy you're into bails on you, then your absolute best bet is to sweetly say or text this to him. It's okay, I understand you're busy. I have a lot on the go the next few days, but perhaps we can reschedule for later this week. Have a great day. The reason why this works so well is because even if he assumes you won't be upset about him canceling on you, he still knows that there's a possibility you won't handle the situation well. However, by coming across as calm, cool, and collected, it'll make him want to spend time with you. After all, it's not every day he encounters someone who radiates positivity, even in unfavorable situations. Now, I want to explain why each of these sentences is so important. I mean, why not just reply with, "It's cool," or "Okay"? So, let's start with the first part of the sentence, the "It's okay, I understand you're busy." Telling him that it's okay shows him your compassionate side, and it's your way of letting him know that you're not mad or upset, which is particularly important if you are hoping to see him again. Adding in the "I know you're busy" shows him that you're considerate of his schedule. This is worth noting because, again, it shows him that you don't expect him to drop everything he's doing to see you. Also, the extra bit about being busy makes the "it's okay" sound more sincere. After all, those two small words can pack quite the punch, and they don't always come across in a positive way. That's why using both of these together is so imperative. Of course, there will be times when him bailing isn't okay. In fact, you may even want to pull your hair out in frustration of his flakiness. But again, if you're looking to win this guy over, then it's important that you make him think that he's missing out by not spending time with you. Getting angry or reacting negatively to him won't make him want to see you. In fact, it may even make him go out of his way to avoid you if he feels like he's in the doghouse. Now, of course, this is different if the guy who is bailing on you is your long-term boyfriend. In that case, you'd be having a totally different conversation about the situation. But for scenarios where you're just getting to know him and hoping to develop a relationship, this is what you'll want to do. Now, moving on to the next part of what you should say when he bails on you. Let's go over why saying, "I have a lot going on in the next few days, but perhaps we can reschedule for later this week," works wonders. Since men want to be with women who are independent and outgoing, by telling him that you're busy for the next few days, it shows him that you're not sitting around waiting for him to come calling. So, even if you have nothing planned for the week, say this because it'll make him want to see you more. It's a known fact that men love the thrill of the chase, so making him think that he has to work for your time or needs to give you notice to fit into your schedule, that will bring the chase to life. A good rule of thumb to follow is to need at least 3 days' notice. Of course, it can be tempting to drop what you're doing to see a man you're into, but believe me, making him wait that extra little bit will keep him interested. Also, suggesting that you reschedule lets him know that you're still willing and wanting to see him. So not all hope is lost. He has the green light to contact you again. Now, lastly, wishing him well or telling him to have a good day leaves things on a positive note. And again, it tells him you're not upset that he's bailing. Because why would you be? Your life is full and exciting as is. Again, this extra little bit will put a smile on his face, and you can bet that he'll be thinking about you even long after you've wished him well. If you can put a positive spin on an otherwise crappy situation, then your guy will not only be much more likely to come calling, but it'll make him look forward to seeing you. Think about it from his perspective for a moment. If you had to, or even chose to cancel plans on a man, would you be more inclined to want to see him again if he was a downer about the situation? Or if he brushed it off like it was no big deal because he understood you were busy? Exactly. If you're interested in learning more tips for flawless dates and awkward encounters with men, then visit my site, www.coachnorth.com, and watch the free video presentation. In it, I talk about my devotion sequence, which is a specific set of words that are guaranteed to make any man wild with desire for you. So check it out. You'll be glad you did. Well, now it's your turn to weigh in. Have you ever tried this approach with a man? Did it work? Do you have your own responses you like to use in these situations? If so, I'd love to hear from you, so please share in the comments below. Also, if you have any questions about what I've covered in this video, feedback, or suggestions for me, then please post those too. I always do my best to respond to each of you and appreciate any input you have to share. As always, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this video with your girlfriends. Not only will I appreciate your support, but you can bet on the fact that your ladies will love you for looking out for them too. Lastly, if there's a particular topic you'd like me to make a video on, then let me know. Before you do so though, check out my channel, because who knows, maybe it's already there waiting for you. Well then, until next time, take care and good luck.